fortune favor you. Farewell, my good friend.
Okay. Well. Welcome back to the commentary of the Elder Scrolls Online. Well, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. It's been a while since I played the Elder Scrolls Online and made a commentary video about it. Reason why I haven't done it, one, I actually planned on making a Fallout 76 video, not an Elder Scrolls video. Sorry, a little too long. But I won't be doing a video on beta version, though that doesn't mean I wouldn't capture any videos, but I will not upload them to YouTube on beta version. However, if anything goes bad, when the game does come out, I will put them on the clip based on how I feel about them. And two, I was really busy with school. Like, really, really busy. School is a pain, but life is also a pain. You just gotta roll with it. Alright, so I'm back with the gameplay. Oh, darn, I'm in PvP mode. It means that I have my gear that is PvP. I'm not actually on PvP. That's just how I say that I still have my PvP gear. Alright, so I've heard about this DLC called Wolf Hunter. First of all, I have a werewolf skill, which is awesome. Alright. And two, since I'm a werewolf, because of the Werewolf Hunter DLC, I mean Wolf Hunter DLC, I'm actually excited about this because there were supposed to be some changes with the werewolf, just like how there were changes with the vampire when Merwin came out. Now, I didn't actually purchase the DLC yet, but I'm gonna do that right now. Wolf Hunter Collector's Bundle. Nah, I'm not gonna use up all that. Hircine. Wait, hold on. Before I purchase, what do I get? Thank you, but no thank you. I'm just gonna purchase the regular DLC. Okay, here's the thing. I'm actually, well, just like you guys, I'm actually quite tired of DLC dungeons. I want more expansions. If you guys feel the same way as I do, then you know what I'm talking about. While DLC dungeons are awesome and fun, they're just not. I just don't feel for it. I want to explore, not just, you know, enter dungeon after dungeon. Right. Now that I've purchased the thing, now before I continue roaming around, I would like to check the skills for my Nightblade because I've heard a lot of discussions about the Nightblade when the DLC comes out, and they're not positive. Oh man. So the incapacitating strike. stun enemy when cast with 120 ultimate or more. You gotta be kidding me. So, hold on. What's the damage dealt? I believe they've also taken away the damage dealt. I'm not entirely sure. But okay. I believe somebody said with the incapacitating strike before the DLC came out, it was said by one of the players that when using the incapacitating strike, which is a morph version of the Death Stroke, Nightblade's ultimate ability, you are able to stun your enemies while they are at or below 50% of their health. Now, fortunately, that's not the case. However, what I'm not really happy about that change is that in order to stun your enemies, you need to have an ultimate point of 120. Is that asking a lot? Sort of. Honestly, I just rather have my I just rather have my weapon. I just rather have my damage dealt decrease rather than just having to have the specific amount of ultimate points in order to stun my enemies. Like, why would I want that? Anything else? Other than the empower from the ambush, that was before. So, yeah, okay. Trying to... Alright, I guess that's the only change that I'm really focused on with the Nightblade. Now let's focus on the DLC, the actual DLC that goes with. I mean, not DLC. Sorry. Let's focus on the werewolf skill that goes with the actual DLC. Right after I readjust my gear. Subject order. Okay. Oops, sorry. Alright, I should be good. Werewolf. Now I've heard that the werewolf was supposed to have a buff with the Wolf Hunter DLC. So let's focus on the werewolf transformation. Wow. Okay. Transform into a beast, fearing nearby enemies for 3 seconds. That hasn't changed at all. While transform, your light attacks apply a bleed damage for a ton amount of damage over time, over 8 seconds. Your heavy attacks deal 50% splash damage, and your max stamina is increased by 30%. Okay, at least it tells. Oh, not yet. So the stamina recovery hasn't changed, but there's more information at least. Now, if you've seen some of my videos, or if you haven't, I would tell you that I used to have a werewolf transformation called Pack Leader, where I would have 2 wolf companions, dire wolves. And what they would do is they would assist me, and if they die, they would respawn. I'm no longer using that because the werewolf berserker seems stronger to me. I'm a DPS, and DPS, like myself, needs to have not only attack speed, but they need to deal a lot of damage, which I also need to do. While I am really good at DPS, I feel like I'm not strong enough. What do I mean by not being strong enough? What I mean by that is that I'm saying that in terms of PvP and PvE dungeons, group dungeons. Because if you've played Elder Scrolls Online before, in PvP mode, you would know that PvP is very, very toxic. Because you have the Dawnbreaker from the Fighters Guild, you have the excuse me, you have the Meteor from the Mages Guild. They are really, really powerful ultimate abilities. And the Dawnbreaker, people would tend to use the Dawnbreaker a lot, but the morph that they would use a lot is the Dawnbreaker of Smiting. The Dawnbreaker of Smiting not only deals a lot of damage and damage over time, but it also stuns your enemies. That's how powerful that thing is. It's very useful on. It's very useful against players. But the problem is, it's the range. It was supposed to be a 10 range radius cone attack, but it's not. The range isn't really that long. Trust me, I've tried it before, and it's like 5 or 7 range. That's my only problem with the Dawnbreaker. So people use that a lot, and they also use the Meteor. The Meteor, while stronger than the Dawnbreaker. Oh, darn! I can't really pick this up. Anyways, while the Meteor is stronger than the Dawnbreaker, it does have a lot of ultimate cost. 200. Yeah, 200 ultimate points. It's no joke. Like, it really is no joke. But yeah, that's the weakness of the Meteor. You have to generate a lot of ultimate. All right, but let's be focused back on the werewolf. Okay, so brutal pounce morph. Pounce on an enemy with primal fury, dealing. Now, I believe this used to deal a little bit low on physical damage, but that one's been morphed, I believe. Hircine's Rage. Invoke the Huntsman's Blessing, healing you for the maximum of healing you for 55% of your maximum health. That is a crap ton. I need to see. Okay, so I have 16,890 health, maximum health, times 35%. 7,600.5 health. Now, imagine if you had a crap ton of health, like if you were a tank. Like, say you have over 50,000 maximum health. You would feel unstoppable. Well, not unstoppable, but you would be tough to kill. However, the problem is, it still costs a lot of magicka. And I am a stamina build, and I don't use a lot of magicka, so that is my biggest weakness with this skill. But Hircine's Rage, it never. Sorry, never mind. It's better because it doesn't tell you a number; it shows you a percentage this time. Whoa! Holy crap! The ferocious roar with blood lost to terrify up to 6 nearby enemies. You used to roar. I'm not sure if that's the morph or the actual skill, but well, I have the skill, so I'm not sure if that's the case with the baseline as well. But in the past, if you were a werewolf, you used to scare up to 3 enemies. Now you can scare up to 6 enemies. Howl of Agony. Nothing really different, really. Alright. Devour. Devour is a passive skill that allows you to devour corpses to increase the duration of your werewolf and restore your health. It never said that, I believe. In the past, it should have said that, but it does actually restore your health. Now it tells you that you can restore your health by eating. Every second you spend devouring a corpse adds 3 seconds to the duration of the werewolf transformation. Each corpse can be devoured for up to 4 seconds. Pursuit increases your movement of speed by 30%. Increases stamina of your heavy attacks restored by 100%. That hasn't changed. When you deal damage, the duration of your werewolf transformation is increased by 4 seconds. Now, before, with the blood rage from before, you used to take damage to increase the duration. Now, you deal damage in order to keep the transformation going. Dang, that's awesome. Call of the Pack. I don't believe the reduction cost. The cost reduction was there. I don't believe it was there before. Reduce the cost of remaining in your werewolf transformation by 20% for each transformed werewolf in your group, including yourself, up to a maximum of 80%. That's awesome. I don't believe that was there, but some of them were there. Now, I know what the incapacitating strike would be like, so I'm gonna focus on the werewolf transformation. Oh wait, before I do that, let me check the lycanthropy. Unfortunately, I was hoping if I would take less damage of poison damage, but I'm still going to be vulnerable to poison damage. Only through werewolf transformation. If you're not a werewolf, you are A-okay. Alright, I don't really have much to talk about this update right now. Now I want to talk about Fallout 76, how I feel about it. Well, even though it's not out right now, I feel excited for it. I can't wait to play Fallout 76. But the problem is that people, well, actually, not people. I'll talk about people later. But right now, Fallout 76 is in a crisis because of the decisions made by Bethesda. Sell that. Then again, like I said, I don't have the membership anymore, but that's okay. I can roll without it. Anything that has no price, I cannot sell. Alright, that's looking good.
Yeah.
Alright, so what do I think of Fallout 76 right now, even though it's not out? And I'm not including the 3-hour demo from the Xbox One, because that to me is unfair, considering that I don't even play Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I feel excited, but I also feel worried at the same time. Based on how much stuff Fallout 76 is given, to me, I think it has a mixed reputation. First of all, I want to talk about the engine that Bethesda still uses. It's called the Creation Engine, I believe. The engine that they used for Fallout 4. Actually, no, scratch that. That's the engine that they used for Fallout and the Elder Scrolls. First of all, when they made Fallout 7, sorry, when they made, shut up. When Bethesda made Fallout New Vegas, it had the same formula of Fallout 3. Is it all the same? No, it's not all the same. It did have more variety, and it also had a different setting. But that doesn't mean it's all different. Graphics are still the same. They look the same, slightly better, sort of, but that doesn't mean the graphics are different. The model is the same. Now, first of all, I'm not hating on Fallout New Vegas. I'm actually speaking the truth, because Fallout New Vegas looks the same as Fallout 3, despite having a different setting. Fallout 3 took place in the Capital Wasteland, which is Washington, D.C. And that was my absolute first Bethesda game. That was Fallout 3. First Bethesda game, first Fallout game. And I enjoyed playing Fallout 3. haven't forgotten that I can dodge. Alright. Absolutely spot on. Literally eating anything that is your enemy. Anytime my favorite enemy, if they can be feared, I always use the Howl, the Morph Howl, because it is powerful as fudge. It deals more damage whenever you scare an enemy. Nightblade can also scare your enemies. That's what makes the Nightblade so unique, but for whatever reason it's becoming weaker. Cinemax, Bethesda. Actually, Cinemax is really more like Cinemax. You're not an enemy, so I can't really eat you. Bummer. I can only eat enemies, not living ones. You must eat in order to stay remaining as a werewolf. See, this is why I love the werewolf. Even though it has a slight higher ultimate cause, it's fun. Sorry, vampire. Even though the ultimate cause is slightly higher than the vampire one, it's fun playing as a werewolf. Because you get to eat your enemies, even though they're not human. Because they still bleed. Okay. Alright. Alright, sorry. I'm gonna stop getting the off. Alright, let's go back to Fallout 76. Now, do I think that Fallout 76 will be a good game? Yes, I do. But I guarantee you it will not be a perfect game. We all know that. Just like Fallout New Vegas isn't perfect. Just to be clear, what really disappointed me about Fallout New Vegas is that there's no free roaming. Yeah, that's the disappointing part about Fallout New Vegas. Fallout 3, you can roam around, but you need to have the Broken DLC, Broken Steel DLC to do whatever. Fallout 4, while didn't live up to the expectations, allowed players to roam around even after completing the game. Now, yes, the endings were all the same, but you just can't deny of how much fun you had with Fallout 4. I know I had a lot of fun with Fallout 4, and yet I would still play Fallout 4 even despite the what's going on. Because I want to. Like, if you think Fallout 4 is not a good game, that's you. I don't blame you for saying stuff like that. But I'm not gonna hate on you for saying stuff like that. But saying that Fallout 4 is garbage or trash or anything like that, that's just completely biased. Okay? It may not be as good as Fallout New Vegas or Fallout 3, but that doesn't mean it's a bad game. Fallout 76, however, when it does come out, well, even though it's not even out, I'm starting to believe that people are already trashing on Fallout 76. I understand how they feel because Bethesda is already making bad decisions. However, there's just no excuse of calling it a garbage game even though it's not even out. And don't even get me started on the demo. Demo does not count. I'm talking about the Xbox demo. Scheisse. There we go. Alright. Now, like I said, I do believe that Fallout 76 will be fun and enjoyable. Question is, will it be successful? That's the question. Because Fallout 3 was a huge success. Fallout New Vegas was a huge success because it had variety. Fallout 4 was a meh to people. But I honestly don't care what people think about Fallout 4. I'm the kind of people that think that it's gonna be fun, but it might not last long. But the problem is the problem isn't really just Fallout 76. The problem is Bethesda, because crossplay. So Sony would allow crossplay, but for whatever reason, Bethesda won't allow crossplay. Fortnite right now, I think, is doing a crossplay. First of all, I don't even play Fortnite. In fact, I don't even play Battle Royale. Except for this one time on Skyforge, but really, that's not important. Why do I not play Fortnite? Well, why won't I play Fortnite? Well, I've seen a lot of Battle Royale gameplay, and what I've seen is just basically, it's basically a PvP game, PvP genre, with no single player whatsoever. You're just going around gathering weapons, shooting players after players after players, until you either die or become the last man standing. Now you can do team, but no. That's my only problem with Battle Royale. Players Unknown Battlegrounds and Fortnite. That's why I wouldn't want to play Fortnite. Because that's all you do. Hey, if you want to play Fortnite, I'm not going to stop you. You do what you want. You play Fortnite, that's you. I don't care. But what I'm telling you is, I have every right to say that Fortnite sucks. Players Unknown Battleground sucks. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, it doesn't entirely have Battle Royale. It's called Blackout. I don't have it. I stopped playing Call of Duty. But the Battle Royale of Call of Duty is better. But it's still... Call of Duty still sucks. No matter what. You can hate on me all you want for saying these things. Oh, what? What? Anyways. Alright, anyways, you have every right to say... You have every right to say whatever you want about the game, just because you love playing it. I have every right to say how I feel about the game, based on what I've seen and what I've played. Just like how I would say that Fallout 4 is a great game, even though it's not perfect. Even though it's not as good as Fallout New Vegas, it is still great. Elder Scrolls Online is great. Like, I'm playing Elder Scrolls Online. Just like I have the right to say Fortnite sucks, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds sucks, Call of Duty sucks, except for Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. I actually love these kinds of games. They're awesome. I recommend that you play them. Instead of the scheming.
Yeah.
Now, Fallout 76 will contain microtransactions. It's going to be an online game. I don't believe that Bethesda is a terrible or scummy or greedy gaming company. However, I don't like the choices that Bethesda makes. And not adding NPCs on Fallout 76 is one of them. I mean, there are literally NPCs and humans in this game, The Elder Scrolls Online. It's big. There are multiple open worlds in this game. And I see lots of NPCs. It's just that Bethesda just made a decision of not putting NPCs. Like, whatever reasoning that they have is unexcusable to me. And I think you guys would agree with that. There's just no excuse of not adding NPCs. Like, even though the world is going to be big, which I actually like, it's going to be a large area in Fallout 76, larger than Fallout 3 and New Vegas combined. But not adding NPCs just ruins the purpose. Don't get me wrong though. I have actually played games without NPCs added. Games that are also online. What kind of games? First of all, it doesn't matter. Actually, first of all, I actually don't remember. Second of all, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Now, people are complaining about games Fallout 76 containing microtransactions. First of all, it's going to be an online game. Like most online games contain microtransactions. However, it actually is unforgivable for games to contain microtransactions when they're single player games. And yes, I'm talking about EA. Yes, EA. Star Wars Battlefront 1, 2, EA Edition, not the original. I have never played the original Battlefront. I never even heard of these games until, you know, EA. Like, I was way too young to even know what they were. Like I only played GTA San Andreas. I had played Metal Gear Solid, the remake, which was available on the GameCube. I played a lot of fun games. But anyways, my point is, yes, I know that because Fallout 76 will be 100% online, it will also contain microtransactions. The question is, how much will that kind of microtransaction affect players overall? The overall experience of Fallout 76. Are they the main part of the game? Do they actually matter? That's the question. So, really, we shouldn't even stay mad at Bethesda for adding microtransactions in Fallout 76. I mean, they've added, you know, microtransactions in the Elder Scrolls Online. And am I mad about it? No, I'm not mad about it, but that doesn't mean I'm proud of it. I'm not proud of it, but that doesn't mean I'm mad about it. I mean, at least the microtransactions are useful for players. Look, I'm not defending microtransactions. I actually hate microtransactions that are just plain out useless. Useless. But those kinds of microtransactions in this game, like the crown crates, not just crown crates. Well, actually, you know what? Let's just not talk about crown crates. Reapers don't really care about those. Microtransactions, you can buy, you know, stuff for collections, costumes to make your character look cool. Ooh. No, thank you. You can buy pets, mounts, but you can also buy items. Now I know they're not your thing, but at least they're not as bad or as scummy. But really, that's just your choice. That's really your choice. If you they're not forcing you to buy them.
Job.
You're given a choice. Well, actually, you know what? They've also added the membership, ESO Plus membership. Did I say plus? Yeah, it's the plus membership. Not only do you get crown points, but you also get... Okay, you know what? Let's go back to... Yeah. Let's talk about Fallout 76 again. Now, in terms of variety, Fallout 76 has more variety than Fallout 4, as far as we can see and tell. Shut up. Okay, I can't really eat those, unfortunately. But I can actually eat those. Really? They disappeared. That's fine. Now, what else do I want to talk about with Fallout 76? So, oh, right, variety. I'm not done with variety. In terms of variety, Fallout 76 has better variety. I mean, more variety than Fallout 4. As far as we can see and tell. But... oh, darn, I need you. Okay, so... in terms of variety... with weapons, Fallout 76 seems to have more weapons than Fallout 4. What about with Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas? Probably not really, because Fallout New Vegas seems to have more. What about with Fallout 3? Maybe. It may have more variety than Fallout 3. Now with enemies, we have folklore enemies, like the Grafter Monster, which I know little about. The Wendigo. I absolutely love the Wendigo. Then we have Scorch Beast. Mothman, which everyone seems to anticipate. Mothman. That is some good flesh right there. Now you notice I haven't done any PvP related. I haven't done any PvP relations yet. Honestly, I'm not sure if I'm really feeling for PvP. Excuse me. Well, at least, no, I'll get to PvP later. Which reminds me, I better check on Citadel. Okay, yeah, not looking good. I'm a Dominion, and the Dominion has been doing poorly, even though they tried to make a comeback. What's the population? The population isn't all that bad, but even though the population isn't full, I still...
Savior of Skywatch.
Shut up! shut up. Even though the population isn't full, like I've had a lot of problems with PvP Citadel, which is why I stick to Battlegrounds. 4v4v4. Yeah. I'm not doing a lot of Alliance Wars because one, I will receive lots and lots of crashes, and I don't plan to do Citadel right now. Well, recording this because I don't want to receive a crash or a freeze, but because it's Bethesda, they can happen on any time. Like I'm already playing a game and I'm exploring, and the game could crash right now, or it could end up freezing out of nowhere, no warning. That is what a crash is. When the game freezes up, that's only when you're in a large group of players or enemies, and that is really annoying. It really annoys me. That's the problem with the Elder Scrolls Online. Too many players, too many enemies. Okay. So, Fallout 76 will have more variety than Fallout 4. It will also include PvP. Now, with PvP, it's really different.
When did these accursed soldiers appear? Have I been gone so long?
Shut up. I might have to turn the dialogue off. Okay, so what was I talking about? I'm trying to think. Oh, PvP for Fallout 76. Now, Fallout 76 PvP will be different compared to the other PvPs. When you attack a player, or when you are attacked by a player, when you're attacking a player, they don't take a lot of damage because they haven't engaged in a fight. When they engage in a fight, they will take a crap ton of damage. When they attack you, you don't take a lot of damage. But still, it's not a good way to just sit around taking damage from players, even if you haven't engaged. Now, graphics, I'm not really all for graphics, unless if the game is really bad. But the graphics of Fallout 76 is, wow, that's a different sound. Okay, never mind, sorry. The graphics for Fallout 76 are polished. They're way more polished. It's like playing a Fallout 4 mod in a different area. A different open world area. Only there are definitely way more color, which is something that Fallout 4 lacks, which I will admit. But then again, I'm not really off of graphics. Time is it? Now, okay. When Fallout 76 comes out, I will play the game, and then once I complete the game, I have to wait for you to talk.
A beating. That's a fine welcome for a prospective soldier.
Anyways, I will play Fallout 76 when it comes out. Once I find a way to finish Fallout 76, not complete it. Well, I'm not 100% completionist, if that's what you call it. I will not 100% complete it, but I will find a way to finish it. When I do, I will make a video of the Elder Scrolls Online and Fallout 76 comparison to see which Bethesda online game is better. Fallout 76 or the Elder Scrolls Online. I'm going the wrong way. Well, actually, sorry. I keep apologizing for no apparent reason. Now, okay. Now, due to the backlash that Fallout 76 is receiving, I will not only make a comparison, but I will also make a review about Fallout. Please. I will also make a comparison. Sorry. I would say comparison. Shoot. I'm gonna make a review, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna start a review first or a comparison. But once I complete Fallout 76, I'll do either one. wow, I totally forgot about the event ticket. Hold on, I'm gonna lose it. There we go, that's way better. Now you may be wondering, why would I make a review of Fallout 76? First of all, I will not be... Before I answer that question, I will not be making a review copy of... Well, I will not get a review copy of Fallout 76 and say that it's good, give it a high praise. I'm not IGN. I don't work for IGN. I will never work for IGN. Ever. IGN can suck it. Like, really suck it. However, the reason why I will review Fallout 76 is because I want to see if Fallout 76 is actually bad as people say. If it's not bad, then I will prove otherwise. I will prove to people that it's actually a good game with problems. Because Fallout isn't without problems, just like Elder Scrolls isn't without problems. No, I'm not gonna, you know, like, compare the Bethesda games from different consoles and platforms just because I'm playing it on the PS4. Alright? I'm not gonna give it a lower score because I have a PS4. Okay? That would be unfair. And just because it would be a... And even though Bethesda would accept crossplay, that wouldn't mean... That wouldn't make the game any better. Just saying. Oh, go! Oh my god, no way. Here's the problem with grouping right now. Like, literally grouping in area after area after area. Like, in terms of Dark Anchors, destroying Dark Anchors, you have specific areas like the Alakir Desert and Arden where players group up and destroy Dark Anchors everywhere. They do it. They literally do it to level up. Like that's how toxic. That's how toxic this game is. That's how toxic the players are. Yeah, I'm going to a different area to destroy Dark Anchor with the werewolf because werewolves are also now because I did encounter a lag. There's a chance that the game may crash. Well, obviously the game is capable of crashing, but there's a chance that this game will crash even with little lag. Now, yes, you can actually group up and gain more experience points by destroying Dark Anchors, but just literally doing that as a daily thing is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Why do you keep doing that 24/7? It just makes it boring. That's how toxic you are. If you're one of these people that just goes around and destroys Dark Anchors, doing nothing, even if you're done with things, like that's just complete boring. And I can't believe people are still doing this crap, and I can't believe that Bethesda still allows it. You may think it's not a bad thing, but it really bothers me. Like, I'm actually bothered by it. Oh, and speaking of toxicity, speaking of toxicity, let's not forget that the Elder Scrolls. Let's not forget that Fallout 76 will also contain toxicity. Hey, did you know that you can actually plant nukes around areas?
Daedra, the anchors, you destroy them.
Here's the thing. You can't really nuke. You can't really nuke anywhere. You can only nuke at a location. If Bethesda hadn't done something like that, if Bethesda had allowed players to nuke wherever they want to nuke at, that would make the game literally unfair and not fun. Because that just shows how toxic these players are. And I will not allow that to happen. Well, actually, no. Scratch that. I will not stand for it. There's no stopping it, though. Because life is toxic. So that may be my category, one of my categories for the comparison video with Fallout 76 and The Elder Scrolls Online. Toxicity. I said it may be one of them, not will. It may be. Alright, before I continue any further, let's see where these two new DLCs dungeons will be at. Okay. Moon Hunter Keep. That is in Reaper's March. Green Shade. March of Sacrifice. Hircine. Hircine is the Daedric Prince of Huntsman and Manhunt. And since I am a werewolf, I worship Hircine. Being a vampire is fun, but fire is literally everywhere. Oh, damn it, this one's dead as well. Okay, with vampirism, you have strengths, but you have more weaknesses as a vampire than you do with a werewolf. Listen, I don't care if that has been morphed. I honestly don't care. You still have more weaknesses as a vampire than you do with a werewolf. Okay. So I talked about toxicity, variety. What about gameplay? Okay, well, it's the same formula of Fallout 4, so gameplay won't be as much different. Just like how Fallout New Vegas... Okay, gameplay in Fallout New Vegas is... It has little difference. Okay, that's all I can say. It has little difference. Oh look, we have vampire and another. Well, you're not a vampire. Okay, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna generate my ultimate so I can start a duel with players with my vampire. Werewolf. I meant to say werewolf. Werewolf. Variety, toxicity, gameplay. Gameplay will not be any different. Okay, so other than the negativities that players are concerned about, the one thing that I really cannot stand has to do with the one that I still cannot stand with Fallout 4. Mirelurks. I know it's a personal thing, but I absolutely hate Mirelurks. Well, I absolutely hate their appearances. Well, actually, there's only one Mirelurk that I really cannot stand. The Mirelurk Hunter. Like, just the sight of a gigantic, irradiated, mutated lobster or crawfish literally chasing after you with high speed, faster than you, is creepy and scary. Now, The Elder Scrolls 6. If The Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a sequel to Skyrim, I'm not going to be happy, because I want Elder Scrolls 6 to have a different setting, different timeline, different place, not same place, not same timeline. Look, I don't care about the era, I just care about the year. But if there's a sequel to Skyrim, I'm not going to be happy, because then I would have to deal with frostbite spiders. Which is another personal thing. because I actually fear spiders. In reality, Jesus Christ, I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Alright, I need to really sell my crap. Alright, no more looting. Actually, no more auto loot for now until I can get my goodies. Auto loot off. Because I don't have membership with me. It's no longer available. No more harvesting, no more searching for goodies. All I can search is junk and gold. Because I'm a greedy person. No gold. Gold or no gold. Just like deal or no deal. Not exactly good. Gold? Not even close. Well, at least I'm generating ultimate. That's the good thing. I've generated enough. Now it's time to sell some junk. Okay, so, let's talk about the problems that Fallout 76 has already through the gameplay from the Xbox One 3-hour demo. Now, I've heard that this game already has some frame rate issues. That to me is a minor problem. However, it also contains some audio errors and an error whenever you're shooting an enemy directly at an enemy you're just missing. You just miss the enemy even though you're really hitting them. Well, I don't really mean to say really hitting them, but it's like the enemy is going, it's like the bullet is going through the enemy, but not actually hitting it. So already the game is glitchy. But this is a technical test. But I don't want to buy a game that is a test. I want to play a game that is optimized really well. Well, even though that won't be the case, I'm still going to continue playing it. If it sucks, I'm going to just play a little bit. It can be earned only once a day. Well, hold on. Jamora Skull Bucket contains some of the secrets. It can only be earned once a day. Really? Then why do I have 2 of those things? Wait a minute! Once a day? Oh. Once a day? Oh god, that's not good. Oh, oh, the event ends at November. Hold on. What event is specifically? Wrong way, I know. Hold on. Technically, there are 2 events going on, but oh Christ.
Something I can do for you?
Okay, I need 10 event tickets for Indrik. Does the Indrik matter to me? No, it does not matter to me, but do I want it? Yes, I want it. Okay, now I can begin dueling. Now I know werewolves are 25% vulnerable to poison. If they were silver, they would be really in trouble. They would be in real trouble. Because I know for a fact that werewolves have a huge weakness against silver. Just like how vampires have a huge weakness against not just fire, but the sun. They cannot stand the sun. But in the Elder Scrolls Online, ZeniMax or Bethesda just said, screw you, vampires are immune to the sun. Either Bethesda or ZeniMax said that. Either way, their only weakness is fire. Nightblade. And we have Mr. Templar. Templars are my biggest annoyance because healing, well, any class can be my biggest annoyance. Nightblade, Templar, Dragon Knight, Sorcery, Warden. Which class is my biggest annoyance overall? I have no idea. It's really between the Nightblade because they can sneak around with the shadowy disguise. Toxicity, that's why. I mean, I have that, but I'm not that toxic. It's between the Nightblade and the Templar. because they heal a lot. Alright, you are a Nightblade, you are a Templar. Who to fight first? I have no idea. Okay. Alright, I pulled it off for the first time. If I hadn't transformed, I would have died. He's not happy about that. So he's really not happy about that. Okay, maybe it's just that you're not as good as you think you are. Hey, as long as I win, I can brag, I can do what I want. Okay, even though, well, he's not really being smart about it as a Templar. Because if your healing abilities were efficient, you would have stood a chance. I wonder if you can talk.
Gunich shot his dueling! Gunich! Yo!
We also have to remember, like, you have to switch out sets for dueling and Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is, like, completely different setups.
I don't do either.
Yeah, you sound like you care a little bit too much about this game. Have you had breakfast?
Actually, yeah, I have.
No, don't you see? He's an Emperor. Only people that are Emperor play like...
No, that's good. Sunday's a good day for breakfast.
Yeah, I'm like CP like 700 already just...
Would you guys shut the fuck up? I'm trying to ask this guy about his day.
Are you gay? Do you like this guy? Is that why you're asking how his day is?
Yeah.
Or just being funny?
It's 2018. I can be gay as fuck.
Once it smells foot.
I didn't say you couldn't be, did I?
You don't want to fight?
Yo, shout out to my kids.
I'm just
I'm just a compassionate person, and I want to know about this guy's breakfast because I know I'm not gonna have any.
I'll tell you what I had.
Isn't it already like past 12 so you can't have any breakfast?
Yes, I had chorizo.
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
I had chorizo and egg.
Chorizo and egg. God damn it!
Chorizo and egg.
See?
Homemade beans.
You want some chorizo?
This guy's a
I
winner.
got some chorizo for you. Egg.
I don't. Yeah, see,
chorizo for her egg.
yeah, now we're getting to that part that they were talking about, and I was just curious, not really hungry, if you know what I'm saying. You should probably just put.
It's 2018, bro.
Babe, it's lit.
2018. If you want to do that, go for it. Nobody's judging you.
No, you're right. I'm just no. I completely support that. I'm just saying you should probably put your chorizo in the fridge.
No, you know something? Let me tell you how it is. The only thing I want to do is be able to open carry and smoke a blunt at my gay friend's wedding.
Smoke a blunt. Hey, my time ready.
Well, your time. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. Like that's actually gonna happen socially. I'm sad because I want to smoke cigarettes. I want to smoke cigarettes inside of a building where we've all agreed to kill ourselves as slowly as possible.
Come on, Shaz.
I'm trying. She's really helping me though. It's okay.
What the fuck?
Is this my
I thought we were cool.
She keeps running away. Why are you running away?
Goon, if I mail you a wallaby, will you stomp on it? Just stomp it to death. Like an American.
Shaz.
Yes,
I really want to give you my bill, Sig. Like, stand right.
yeah.
Are you wearing any sets? What are you wearing?
I don't. I can't remember the top of my head. So give me one moment. Just why are you running?
One day I dreamed.
For real? For real, just go lame. You have to put me up blast like that though?
Are you based off stamina?
I didn't put you up blast.
What are you wearing?
That's how Tinder. That's the new ESO Tinder.
Let's try to get I have like 3 different setups I'm trying to figure out, man.
Yo, Larry.
Yeah, you fucking mean, dude. I thought you were cool. I'm leaving this area.
Why do you choose to be yellow? Just wondering.
Wait, now I'm sad. That guy sounded like his feelings were hurt.
What's wrong, man?
I just.
What's the matter, man?
I like the lore.
I'll stand up for you. I don't like it when people get their feelings hurt.
I suck, dude.
Oh, you got beat PvP. Well, fucking tell these fucking tryhards to leave you alone.
Fuck! I fight for the queen for one reason. It's Kate Beckinsale, dude. Who doesn't like Kate Beckinsale? The voice actress for the queen is Kate Beckinsale.
One day, Disco Larry. One day.
Dude, number one, we don't get your movie references, and number 2, there's...
I hate fighting and losing. I shouldn't have blinded.
I did.
Racing my head. Like, I did. Like all the way.
Can somebody beat up Disco Larry for me?
So this will kill me or this will not? Okay.
Please.
Come on, Shots. You got this now. You got a werewolf. Beat it up. Yo, you can do it. You can do it.
Somebody.
Stop. Been on for way too long. Come on. You're a werewolf.
Okay.
You're like twice as strong.
This is not gonna work out.
Oh, there you go.
Come on, you're almost there. Get closer. What are you doing?
Come on, please. Werewolf's gone. Come on, no.
The place isn't that healing ability. You got bash them to prevent it.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry. It's okay. I get so close. It's alright.
What do you think, man?
That was
Yo, Larry, you gonna have to like send me some voicemails, dude. Like, be like, how you doing, man? Like, how's your day doing? I'm like, oh my god, that's
Yeah, let's just
Larry.
sit here and do heavy attacks on each other.
Oh, hope you're having a wonderful
Why are you
day.
running around? Face me. Face me.
What the fuck is the problem?
I encourage that. I feel like you guys should all be better friends. Larry should definitely leave voicemails on that guy.
No.
Oh, back at half health. Oh shit. Damn. I didn't even last like a minute.
Christ.
Okay, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna let you hit me.
Yeah, man, that was Gloria Stefan from the Kavesh Sound Machines.
What campaign you usually play on?
I usually play on short. I like it because the yellows are always the underdog in short, man.
Well, I used to fight for Daggerfall, but I hated fighting Daggerfall, so I moved to Dominion now.
Yeah, the yellows are the underdog.
You guys want to
That sounds like fucking delusion.
In shore? Yeah, in shore, yes, not in Vivek.
Well, yellows are underdogs on all the servers.
Oh, cool. So you go to literally the only place that you're the underdog, so that you can feel troubled.
No, I like it in there. I like 7-day campaigns. 30 days is just like too much. I'd rather take a week off if I want or something and actually try to.
I need the strife in my life, bro.
What?
That guy made a rhyme.
It's too easy when you're on a team that's steamrolling everybody. It's funner when you're on.
Yeah. This is never gonna end. Every single time she goes down, she goes right back up.
Stop going easy on me, man.
It can't end. She's gonna go down to half health and then go right back up. She always at half health.
Bring it, Larry. Bring it, Larry. Fuck, I like your little setup though, dude.
Let's do this.
Sick. Bring it, Larry. Bring. Ooh, he brought that heat. He brought that Miami heat. Ooh, weird. You know, I was a little. You like NBA? You like NBA? Yeah.
Oh, sure. I mean, I like Alonzo Mourning.
The Lakers.
Oh my god.
Yo, that game
Alonzo Mourning.
Hey,
You brought the heat. Alonzo Mourning will dunk all over your father. What do you want?
I'm a Spurs fan. I'm a Spurs fan, man.
They're both completely ignoring you.
Like, I'm from San Antonio, so I'm like straight up Spurs fan, you know?
I fuck with
Sure.
Spurs.
Well, I'm from Michigan, so I haven't had any reason to love basketball for like 10 years.
Actually, you know, Bristol used
How
to be
you
pretty
get
good,
that? How
man.
you get that fucking gold shit on? Like that color?
You needed to get Bloodroot Forge on bet.
Oh, Bloodroot Forge.
No, it's Bloodroot Forge and Valkyrie Hold on bet. It's called Bloodroot Wine or something.
No, that's right.
Now, you want to see something sick? You want to see something sick?
Let me see.
Here, you sick.
Repeat.
You're both never gonna kill each other. Come on.
It's fun.
It's.
Can you please shut your
Alright, I
baby?
gotta go. I gotta freaking cook something to eat. I'm hungry as fuck. I'll be right back.
You're not gonna cook. You're gonna fucking put meat in bread.
I got DiGiorno, don't worry.
Oh! This guy's got it. This guy's got it all figured out. He's probably a scientist.
I got like 3 options. I got
Jelly?
Not many people know the ancient art of ramen.
You need a ramen recipe? I learned a lot in jail.
Oh yes, this guy's been to jail. I like it.
I didn't even know they allowed ramen in jail.
Yeah, ramen's fucking gold.
Oh, I'm talking really loud, guys.
Dude, people getting broken-nosed, bloody, fist fights over ramen, and that will never be not funny.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
No, trust me, I get it, but I ain't even that hungry for soup. If somebody wants to fight me over it, I guess, but it's like, damn, motherfucker.
I won't fight you over ramen, but I'll fight you over some coffee.
I'll fucking wipe the floor with you if you want my sweater. And I'm DTing. Wow. You need to leave me the fuck alone.
Just kill me. Just do it. Just kill me.
Just do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeet! I'm just kidding.
Who was that? Oh.
Whose husband and child is that? You need to carpet your fucking kitchen.
Yo, somebody needs to turn their mic pickup down so that way we don't hear their family in the background.
Oh, that guy was actually giving constructive criticism. I was trying to talk shit.
Right? Why are you always like this?
What?
Why are you like this? It's gotta be good advice sometimes, dude. You can't just really...
Bro, he's hiding in the bushes, so you should already know it's gonna be shit advice.
I worked hard. to hide in these bushes.
It took me like 2 seconds to hide in bushes. Look at
You know
that.
what I've been through. These are the best bushes in Florida. I
You got airplane liquor bottles falling out your pockets.
God damn it! Don't remember things I say, you ass.
You got another fight.
Totally out of
Alright, I'm back. Now to generate my ultimate again for another round of werewolf. And I'm lagging. You know, the next time I start broadcasting, I was really thinking about broadcasting through gameplay and through camera at the same time, just in case if anything happens to the game that crashes. There we go.
Job.
Always have.
Job. Job. Job.
Stupid thing.
This is my blue fire. No one's allowed to touch it.
I'm coming right over there. Where's that fire? I didn't even know I wanted to leave my bush today.
That Dawnbreaker of yours is not that powerful.
Rest our souls. I needed some Jesus after that. It's weird because he said his name was Jesus. I said, should we be doing this? He said, of course, I'm Jesus.
That's scary. You know, I once smoked crack with a guy next to a bridge named Jesus, and I called him the magical Mexican Jesus. Because he also did card tricks while he smoked crack. And they were honestly some of the most impressive card tricks I've ever seen. And it was literally in the middle of some bushes, next to a bush. He was like, you know, Jesus? That's what he said. Dude, it was one of my favorite experiences, period. Magical Mexican Jesus. He's in Savannah, Georgia. Maybe. At least he was. Best magician I've ever seen, and he has crack.
Magical Jesus.
Dude, I wish that all of you could have been there. I was just in some bushes, sleeping, and then this scary guy kind of came. It was like, wait a second, what are you doing? Just want to show us cartoons.
Someone just dueled me and I don't even know who's dueled me.
You honestly think you could win against me after all, with that kind of level? If you were at the level maximum of CP, then maybe.
I'm in a duel with someone, but I cannot find. Oh, I found them.
I gotta figure out whose family's talking so I can block them.
That would be me. Prime Nickel.
You sweet kick your daughter.
Turn your mic gain down on your options, bro. It'll block that out.
Okay, hold on.
He said he has a piece of shit truck, 6 motorcycles.
Still not good enough.
Who is that? Who is
he's kind of got a...
Who's talking?
Yeah, who
Who is it to me? Yeah, that would be my aunt.
It's Harold Back.
Well, that truck wasn't...
Is that better?
You should sweep kick her.
Yeah, that's way better.
Nope, we still heard her cackle. Sweep kick!
Sorry, they're talking sexual jokes.
Well, inappropriate. Tell her you
this is a small child there.
There's 2 small children.
Well, if you raised them good, they would know to jump when you sweep kick. Everyone knows that.
Well, they're not my kids.
Well, what the fuck are you doing? Sweep kick
I would
your
have.
damn.
If they were my kids, they would have swept kicked a long time ago. I would have Sparta kicked them.
Castle, you're obviously strong and filled with vigor. Fucking sweep kick everybody. Fucking dominate the monetary value and tie everyone up.
Velcro
That took a hard left.
Just make them play video games all day and, you know, make them not achieve anything and,
yeah,
not
boom.
contribute to society.
Yep, that's mental fuckery. That's like introduce someone to a strange
Mental
nation.
slavery.
Yup.
Are we just standing in a circle right here? Is this the winner's circle?
I was actually just standing here and y'all decided to fucking...
Shots fired killed me while I was changing my settings. Cheater.
I feel like Shots Fired is really good at killing people.
Yeah, Shots fired is really good at killing people. Killed me pretty good. Killed me dead.
Oh, weird. I meant to duel her, and then I went
Look,
to
Shots fired wins the duel again. I was just kidding, Shots fired. You don't gotta get all booty hurt about this. Let's do it.
Now I'm upset. I'm upset because I feel like Shots Fired has asked you guys to duel several times. They haven't asked me to duel. I'm not even good at dueling. I'm just... drinking.
What's funny is I asked you, and you keep declining it. So, yeah.
Shit! Alright, that's fair. This is understandable. If I see the decline or the request, no red post right now at least.
Kill my familiars, don't kill me.
He'll see you later. Be careful.
I know everyone blows up my aunt's phone. She's like, it's 200 phone calls a day.
What does it have to do with anything?
She's the person we can hear in the background.
Yeah, she's the person you'll hear in the background.
Oh,
I'm sorry, we're from the south, we're loud.
It's not an excuse. I have the word loud tattooed on my knuckles. I'm a Yankee.
That's... Well, the weed loud and being screaming loud is 2 different things.
I didn't get it tattooed on my knuckles. It's a weed. Damn, that makes me as fuck.
Tell your aunt she shouldn't be swearing to God.
Sunday ain't the day.
Just for the record, I just want to let you know this is a PG-13, so no swearing to God here.
Yeah, no God bombs.
My God is your God.
I'm not trying to fucking hear that, yo. I'm trying to drink chalky milk.
I tried. You know, I just started 2 days ago. This is my third day playing.
I don't PvP a lot, and I feel like my mic's really loud.
It is when you talk.
PvP is mostly buggy and Citadel.
Hold on, shots fired. Stay still, real quick.
No,
So
don't
I
you guys be
can
jerks.
add
She
you
just
to a
doesn't pay me
friend.
very much. Oh. Sabrina, what you got over here?
You're a girl, so it should be okay to be a friend with you.
God. Seriously?
Hey, just show them your tits and it'll like he'll power level you and fucking.
Well, seeing as my husband will get jealous of me being friends with other guys, can't really.
Is that a whole
like,
different?
Oh, shall we? Your tits, and I was like, no.
Is that a whole different dynamic?
Yes, it is a whole different dynamic.
Oh, weird.
So
like, you know how your girlfriend don't want you to be friends with
Yeah. No,
that's the same thing.
Exactly. That's funny. I've just never thought about that sociologically. It's like, why are you such good friends with this guy? That's funny.
Fuck. I can't find my weed.
I was literally waiting for someone to be upset with the fact that you were gay so that I could attack them with all of my vigor.
Really? You just killed him and did nothing.
You fucking close-minded piece of shit! I'm gonna somersault into your dad's office and suck his dick, and he's gonna come right in the back of my throat, and that's gonna confuse the shit out of your entire stable situation. How about that?
Wait, you want someone's dick to hit you in the back of the throat? Is that what I just heard?
One of my friends' dad. One of my friends caught their dad with the fucking dildo like fucking stuck to the tub, like fucking himself, and like super awkward going over there now. So anyway,
That's gayer than me.
Shut up now.
Our society running the same.
That's a little bit gayer than me.
Well, I've never been talked to a few more connected reps, guys.
That's pretty fucking.
I just came back to the end of that comment. Wow. Suction cup dildo.
Right in the bathtub. Isn't that like a splash that the whole family can enjoy? It's like, what? Oh, Dad's taking a bath again. Sounds like there's a whole herd of ducks fighting.
Oh my god. I don't know what a herd of ducks fighting sounds like, but
I'm pretty sure that ducks in a group aren't called a herd, but
aren't. Well, geese in a herd is called a gaggle of geese, so I wonder if it's like a duckle of ducks.
A group of crows is called a murder.
Yeah, a murder of crows.
I don't know who decided that they get to be so cool.
To name this shit, yeah. Who gets to name this?
I guess like pioneers. Blaming it all on Lois and Clark.
Fucking Lewis and Clark.
So you're not gonna kill me. Okay.
You obviously can't fight back because I can't even see the player myself fighting you.
I had to put the mic.
You're just wasting a lot of resources.
It's like the fourth fight with shots fired that she's not dying.
Yeah, shots fired. Are you a liar?
What do you mean I'm a liar?
Like, oh yeah, I just started playing too. I don't even PvP. But,
I haven't
you know what?
played for 7 months.
Well, sounds like you might have played a little bit before that 7-month hiatus.
I recently just started playing like last week.
That was... I honestly... Jesus Christ. He keeps disappearing out of nowhere. This has to be some glitch or something. No way I'm able to fight this guy. There's no way I'm fighting him.
But that's okay.
Another Nightblade. Another Nightblade.
I'm a cat man. Shoo-a-da-da-da-da-pop. Shoo-a-da-da-da-da-pop. Oh, shoo-a-da-da-da-da-pop. I'm a cat man. Dude, I don't understand why your health won't go away. Especially because you're Nightblade. What are you all sappy? Oh, don't you get that vigor? Put your vigor. You put your vigor back in the blankets.
Nope.
It's like 4 in the afternoon while you're sleepy.
It's not even 4 o'clock.
I don't know what time it is. I try to not look at the clock on days like today. Because I have to work tomorrow.
It's actually 3:49.
Stop figuring! We were going somewhere. Where we knew somebody.
Did we? Because I didn't see anybody.
Yeah, I was lying.
This is why. I'm there.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You know, based on that performance, I don't think you make a good 10.
Yes.
No offense.
You're welcome.
See, this is what happens.
Oh look, that guy happens to be a warden. I wonder if he stopped teleporting now. I doubt it.
Oh, it's a... Oh, he's... I don't want to hit your bear. Tell your bear mind his own business.
Bears are a distraction.
I know. Yeah. I get the strategy, but... No, see, this is what happens if I accidentally beat someone in a PvP. Because I'm literally not good at it. I'm not someone that just says it. I just have a bunch of CP. Fucking... And then people that are actually good at PvP are like, oh... You hurt me. I'm just a baby. You hurt my bones. Coming back for you.
This person just murdered a person.
Vampires are not the best curse. Werewolves are way better.
Goken? See, now someone named Goken 100, which literally sounds like the strongest title you could possibly have. He wants to fight. And that's fucked up. Rude and a half. Look at you, just covered in your battlegrounds armor. Oh wait, that's not. No. I woke up at 2 in the afternoon today, and I wanted to cry. And now you want to fight? I hate you. Where's that one guy? Thanks.
Ooh, blocking. I like that.
Are you as fixated on this fucking red cock as me? This fucking thing.
Dude, I really wanted to buy this. It's 100 crown gems. I had like
200 something CP. It's decent. It's decent.
I had like 70 crown gems saved, and I was gonna get the cock. But I got an owl mask.
I got a bug fairy.
Wow. Either you're still a new player, or maybe you don't have enough CP.
Would you please stop using your weird dance moves while we're trying to fucking... Just enjoy cock.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're distracting. Dance over there.
I don't know you were talking.
Yeah, no, I understand. You're really excited.
Fucking heavy breathing.
Goddamn Battlegrounds bastard. It was you that I started talking shit about when I realized it was the wrong person.
I think Battlegrounds better than Alliance War.
I agree with you, but I don't think that my opinion matters, because I haven't been playing this game for like fucking 5 years or whatever.
Bummer.
I don't know. Those Cyrodiil guys, they rarely come out as Cyrodiil, so you don't really run into them that often, but it's funny. Because you do run into them, they're like, yep, this is what I'm doing.
Dragon teeth?
Cyrodiil is really buggy when it comes to grouping up, because this game isn't optimized enough to handle large groups.
Oh yeah, you're talking about just like the fucking set rate and how it glitches like a motherfucker when you go into Cyrodiil.
Oh my god, I can't even see this guy.
My connection's not too bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like there are people that have like really fucking good, like they made sure to have super good internet.
Like, do you?
And they probably don't glitch on Cyrodiil.
See this? I really cannot see this. It's not even like
100 people. There was like 100 people. I'm in Seattle though. I don't know. Maybe it's different.
I'm not gonna win it.
I don't know. Yeah, Seattle's like a good city with like all that connection.
And I got a high-speed router, like a gaming router.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's literally what I was talking about. Is somebody put in the effort to make sure that they have good internet connection, and that person probably doesn't skip around ever.
No, dude. It's
you're that guy. I was talking about you.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. It looks like a fucking. It's wild. It's got 4 antennas on it.
Yeah, it sounds like a robot. Does it fucking clean your kitchen counter?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. I mean, the kitchen counter is never dirty, and I don't wipe it
But
down.
dude, when you got like 2 other people in the house playing on like games as well, you gotta have a router like that, otherwise, you know, you shit out. You just not enough bandwidth.
See, I don't have internet, so I run off a hotspot, so...
Off your cell phone hotspot, just wild.
No way.
Yeah?
That's insane. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that could work.
My T-Mobile phone can run hotspot, high-speed data.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could fucking hotspot a PlayStation.
You can, absolutely.
What?
That's gnarly.
I have AT&T. Yeah, I have AT&T. We have unlimited data, but after a while it says it slows down because you're using too much of it, but it doesn't do too much. Like, the only thing that affects, like, PlayStation ones is, like, downloading times. Which are crazy, but they're done.
I'm grandfathered in on a plan where I have unlimited high speed, no downtime. It was a thing that they did for a month, like 3 years ago.
No throttling.
We all know you're on your parents' plan. I like the way
Yeah, we got the unlimited data when...
That was a slick-ass argumentative maneuver.
Oh yeah, let me tell you what
Grandfathered in, all my parents' plan.
Yeah, what, as if you'd fucking bought property that had, like, fucking... ordinances already in place.
I don't even think my mom has the same plan as me. She uses Boost Mobile. I use T-Mobile.
Boost? Oh shit. She's got the burner phone.
Yeah. But the thing's like a brick, like 12 years old.
Does too. My mom does too. She's got T-Mobile. She doesn't know how to like work voicemail.
My mom doesn't even know how to work text message.
I think they left me a message.
My dad figured out emojis. My dad figured out emojis, and like I couldn't stop him. I was like, Dad, stop, please. I don't get what you're trying to say right now with your emojis.
Oh my god.
That's hilarious. Like, wink, wink, smile, smile. Hearing eye, bald guy, smiling, frowning. You know what I mean?
Why are we all staring at the chicken?
The cock. It's a cock.
That's a big cock.
That's red.
Are you at the BBC? Bleeding? Just Google it. I don't know. Just Google it.
I know what it is. I know what it is. I'm fully aware. I went to college.
To college for the shit, yeah.
I'm like super glad I didn't then. Is that like a subject? Is that really? That's where you learn that? That sounds terrifying.
You can minor in that for sure.
Shit, my family was like church going people.
Jesus Christ. You guys are surrounding this guy.
Yeah, y'all, not my adopted family.
To us guys, what?
Trying to get in here or what?
Yeah, there's enough room.
Yeah, I'm sitting on it.
There's enough room.
I just can't run away from this word. They talk about it, y'all talk about it, everyone just talks about it around me.
Alright, that's it for The Elder Scrolls Online. I can't say I haven't had fun with it. But if you haven't played this game, I recommend that you play it. Even though you wouldn't like it. I mean, even though you may not like it, I recommend that you play it. And if Fallout 76, to me, tends to be a good game, I wouldn't highly recommend, but I would still recommend that you at least give it a try. Just give it a try, even if you don't think it's good. So, yeah. I'm gonna play the game when it comes out, but I will not play... Oh, well, I will not broadcast the beta version. But I will only broadcast the final version. Alright, I will see y'all later.